A.D.V.I.S.S. Freestyle Sundays, Season 9. We gotta grind, grow, give it. Yeah. Germinating from a seed to this inner seed. As I move and I proceed to give them what they need. The tree just grown up, I see it from the roots. Deep rooted in things till they can see the proof. Coming from the back of off of on your ledge. Don't care, don't drop off the edge. Cause I see the knowledge and everything that I move is more like a double-edged sword. If you don't wanna slice that, give them in line size that, cause you gotta grind. Don't grind yourself down to the pebbles and it might get back to you. Cause it might leave you maxed out. Don't care if they get the tax now. Show them this how we prepared and we know we gotta pass to the next person as a baton. Yeah, we gotta grow, give it all and beyond. Gotta give it to them cause you know we gotta show that this is how we live beyond. We grind, grow, and I give it. Why you haters acting mad? Why you living? Cause I grind, grow, and I give it to the people paying attention and we're building. Cause I grind, grow, and I give it. Why you haters acting mad? Why you living? Cause I grind, grow, and I give it to the people paying attention and we're building. Then the concept is easy to comprehend, but really this is consciousness telling you you got contraband. Somebody on the other end trying to tell that the context in, and the context is you losing consciousness. I'm hitting off the bottom depths, so come back now with me if you ain't doing this. They try to get this money like that Dowries, Alberbees, eating at an Applebee's, but really man the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. But really where did Adam leave? I don't know if he came right back just to tell you. I can see it in the double helix here too. If you don't hear it, then I hear too. Mirror too, because it seems that we all got it all mixed up. Don't really care, but we all got a buck and a change. So go ahead and lift it up and give it back. But really, man, it changes what we really need. But they can't really tell that because we gotta go and proceed. Give it all that we can, but sometimes they just wanna put it all right here and they can. Cause it's not what you really can, need, and do. It's how I really wanna move and exclude everyone else. But yo, this is how the group moves. And man, we gotta do this too because I grind, grow, and I give it. Why you haters acting mad? Why you living? Cause I grind, grow, and I give it to the people paying attention and we're building. Cause I grind, grow, and I give it. Why you haters acting mad? Why you living? Cause I grind, grow, and I give it to the people paying attention and we're building. So much more can be explored, but if you ain't even ready to access the door, man, you wouldn't connect to this internet that we famed, or really what we interwoven together to name. I ain't gotta state the name, you'll remember it for hours, or maybe this is years, centuries. The towers is 1,000, but I know I gotta keep it clear. If you ain't Listerine, mysteries, they all senses fear. I'm staying even with the output, but you get input that really wouldn't output enough, cause it's not on this low charge, it's electric. I'm just saying that I'm taking rhymes and I'm stepping up to the plate. Give me that back till they wanna know how you feel, but we'll relate. If we on the same path, trying to find the same way and the same energy takes a lot of movement, the source, because that energy that's moving is a battleable force. Like grind, grow, and I give it. Why you haters acting mad? Why you living? Cause I grind, grow, and I give it to the people paying attention and we're building. Cause I grind, grow, and I give it. Why you haters acting mad? Why you living? Cause I grind, grow, and I give it to the people paying attention and we're building. It's easy if the construction's made firm. If you don't like it, then wait your turn. But that ain't saying that we gotta battle for the same royale, but you know you gotta burn. That means to get the access out, but really that's the calories, the excess out. But some people don't want to exercise, but it's in their mind, so they always out. They can't play the game. Everything else till they say the name, but then they wanna go and poke all of this at you and call you a lame until they name doesn't come up in the conversation. Really trying to go and convert the Cajun, but really they just feel their life is caged in, so they can't even take their life and make it what they really want. But see, I can't tell them just to go and say the Texas hold hells them right back here to deal it all out. But I ain't dealing with your BS, everything that's going right back out. I just want to say I'm taking it more south than north, cause you know that this is how they really want to keep it with the same old style. I just want to keep it all wavy like water, because it's the essence. Giving me a piece of that is just essential for the presence. I give it, I grind to tell them to go, because I grind, give it all to all the people who know, because you grind, grow, and I give it. Why you haters acting mad? Why y'all living? Cause I grind, grow, and I give it to the people paying attention, and we're building. Cause I grind, grow, and I give it. Why you haters acting mad? Why y'all living? Cause I grind, grow, and I give it to the people paying attention, and we're building. Man, I grind. And I grind in the sense of keeping things consistent. It's not only me. I see all y'all out there keeping it consistent, even if it's hard, even if it's a difficult task. Just know that you're building yourself incrementally every single day. And I see you in every little thing that you do. And don't get mad at those people who leave then come back and then they want to get from you when they weren't there in the gym shooting with you, and not understanding how to get there and just want to take from you. Crabs in a bucket. So just let them be what they be. Let them be living, because they not living to understand what you're doing. So just keep grinding in a good sense, keep growing in a great sense, and keep giving so you can get that full feeling. Peace.
Peace and love, y'all. It's your brother A.D.V.I.S. here with another Know About Me. And for today's Know About Me, I'm going to be talking about soul artists I listened to while growing up. That includes individuals as well as groups. And I do have one of my favorites in this list, but I will talk about them as we continue on. So with that, this time I'm actually breaking the tradition and we're going to do 4, because I want to speak about 4 in this particular case, because it was hard to try to just split, because I was listening to a lot of them simultaneously. So today's going to be 4s, not 3s. With that being said, the soul artists I listened to while growing up were Earth, Wind and Fire, Ashford and Simpson, Donny Hathaway, and Stevie Wonder. Now, when it comes to Earth, Wind and Fire, man, I can't tell you, but I am going to tell you that definitely they were essential when it came to building my musical ear. There are so many hits from Earth, Wind and Fire that are steadily still in my rotation of listening, as well as because I've heard a lot of their greatest hits, whether it's Fantasy, shouts out to Fantasy, Boogie Wonderland, September, Shining Star. It was even the Kalimba song, I can't forget it. But because I listen to them so much, I've been able to, while listening to other songs, pick out the samples, people sampling the songs. Fantasy's been sampled so many times. Getaway's been sampled a lot too. Man, Boogie Wonderland, I'm not going to put all the songs that I've heard them from, but it helped me have a keen ear musically as well as instrumentally how stuff can sound. Man, there's so many lush transitions. There's a lot of just great instrumentation, whether if it's the drums, whether if it's different vibes, or when I mean by vibes, I'm talking about like the vibraphone or an instrument, as well as the singing was outmatched on a lot of the songs. That's why they're classics and they're hits. But as a kid, my mom would be playing this, my grandmother would be playing this, and I would just get in a rhythm and a tune, and it just still continues to serve me to today. listening to a lot of Earth, Wind, and Fire, and Rest with the Universe, especially a few of the members passed away from Earth, Wind, and Fire, which they still put out some fire. I had to listen to some of their later stuff because I was still listening to their early on stuff. But man, they've had such an impact musically for me, because at the end of the day, it's not all about just rap, hip hop, and listen to that stuff. It's about listening to a multitude of different genres. And soul was another one that really grasped my soul when listening to them. There's more I can say about Earth, Wind, and Fire, but we got to keep it going. And the second one, another group, Ashford and Simpson. Shouts out to Ashford and Simpson. And first time I heard Ashford and Simpson, it shouts out to my grandmother. She was playing this on a record player, and I'm can't remember the age that I was at, but she was playing the one with both of them on the cover. It's a red background. I'm gonna try to put it up so y'all see it. And I should have done the same thing with Earth, Wind, and Fire. They put the cover up, two of the greatest hits of what I listened to. But it's a red background with both of them up. And I remember the two main songs that always stood out that would be played was Solid as well as Street Corner. And I swear, as we I'll continue over my grandmother's house, she would be playing that in a rotation, and I would sing along with it. I liked the back and forth harmonies between both Ashford and then Simpson. Well, of course, married, but from both of them singing. And again, it was very catchy. 70s again has that sound. There's a lot of the soul artists that I'm talking about roughly is again around the 70s. So there's that golden 70s era sound that people like to put the name to. So again, a lot of great instrumentation, a lot of very catchy feel, vibe, as well as rhythm, like the rhythm on it too. Like on Street Corner, like, yeah, I can't play anything because you know it's gonna get copywritten. But if you ever want to look it up, please, Ashford and Simpson, Street Corner. Like, again, or Solid too. Solid is a good one too. Now, and I think they are about 70s. If not, you can correct me if they 70s or 80s. But for me, it all sounded like 80s. It might be 70s. Just, you can get me in the comments on that. But that was another group. Appreciated them. Built the sound. Continue to love it. That's the soul of it. It's the soul of them. And now the next one, which for me is my favorite soul artist. There's one song in particular, but there's so many songs that he's known to have done, as well as who he's collaborated with. Again, shouts out to and Rest with the Universe, Roberta Flack. But I'm talking about Donny Hathaway. Now with Donny Hathaway, it's something about his voice. It's something about what he emits as an artist that grabbed me. And the song that got me hooked especially was Someday We'll All Be Free. That song still to this day moves my core. And there was someone who sampled this song. If y'all go find it, there's a number of people who sample song, but I actually used one of the beats that sampled that song on one of my mixtapes way back when I used to go by Thesis. You go check that, look that up if you want to. But it's the title of the song as well as the message of the song that to me was very poignant, and the way that you can hear the stresses and the pain in his voice when singing a lot of this stuff also just echoes to how much soul that he's pouring into the songs, which for those who don't know, Donny Hathaway unfortunately passed away at a very young age, ended up deleting himself. Various number of reasons, but there's other songs too that really grasped me. Again, a lot of the stuff back again with him and Roberta Flack. He also did this Christmas rendition. What else? Donny Hathaway's done. He's done so many other different ones too. To be Young Black and Free. Oh, Young Black and Gifted. Sorry, Young Black and Gifted. he also, Where's the Love? Like there's a lot of stuff that he's classically put out that, again, great songs. The soul and the energy and the way that this, the charisma for me that really drove me to listen to a lot of Donny Hathaway and continue to have him as my number one because of that. Now, last but not least, and I know this, I'm going to give some honorable mentions, doing this off the top, so I don't necessarily always be like, oh yeah, later on I'll be like, oh, I remember, yeah, also add them and then add them. So many people. But last one, not least at all, Stevie Wonder. Now, Stevie Wonder, musical genius, okay? I say for a lot of the folks that have speaked on when it comes to this, so about them, each of them have their own genius in their art and how they captured it, put it on tape and displayed it and put it out for us to listen and get joy from listening. But about Stevie Wonder, not only just him being blind, or some people say partially blind because they say that he can actually somewhat see, or whatever those cases may end up being, is, of course, his iconic voice, but the production behind stuff. I know Songs in the Key of Life. There's some people that like the Aquarium one. Like I'm gonna put some of these ones up too. Oh yeah, I didn't do the same thing for Donny Hathaway. I'm gonna put Extensions of a Man up too. There's like other albums by him that are just great too. But there's the one from Stevie Wonder again with the Aquarium, Songs in the Key of Life. But I'm gonna put up Greatest Hits because I was listening to a lot of the Greatest Hits. And the two songs that grabbed me to Stevie Wonder, besides the whole like Superstition, like know that one for sure, Superstition for sure. And then Signed, Sealed, and Delivered, they use that for weddings like crazy. But the ones that really I was like, yo, this is like my tops. Number one for me, my favorite song, and I love the horns on this song, is Sir Duke. That's my favorite song by Stevie Wonder. I know he has other great, better songs for people to say, but for me, that one, the instruments hit, the message hits. Like literally, it starts off talking about music is a world within itself. Like it's so true. Like very simple, to the point, but very powerful through the instrumentation and the singing. So you in the chorus, you can feel it all over. They can feel it all over. Like yeah, Sir Duke, fire. Man, other song, You Are the Sunshine of My Life. Like beautiful, beautiful melody, beautiful, calm feel instrumentation wise. Yes, I'm saying instrumentation. Producer sometimes. I'm a little bit, I make beats too, so that's why I speak in these particular terms. But the way that that's picked together is the way that you can visualize yourself being in somewhere very, not gonna say heavily, but like very fluttery and like just all over, just floating. And because of all of that stuff from him, it's been able to not only sharpen my ear, but continue to have me explore just more. Even What the Fuss, like What the Fuss. Shouts out to Rob, my homie Rob. He really liked that song, so I will play that a number amount of times, and then that got stuck on that too, by him too, by Stevie Wonder. With that being said, there's more, but I'm not gonna keep pressing for more. But there's some honorable mentions that for sure that I gotta put out there when it comes to different soul artists. Oh man. Now y'all about to make me really think, like, soul artists, man. Shouts out Luther Vandross. You got Etta James. Literally, how we gonna forget about Marvin Gaye, Luther Vandross. Again! Anita Baker, even though I talked about Anita Baker a while back. That's my favorite 80s artist, Anita Baker, for sure. I know I talked about it in earlier Know About Me's. If you was there, you would know. If you wouldn't know, if you stayed. But who else, man? Honorable mentions when it comes to soul artists. because it's like I mix. It's like R&B and soul are very close with each other. I'm not going to trip myself out trying to go through this list, because then literally some people will put Michael Jackson and then got Prince. It's that all of them got soul. That's all I'm gonna end up saying. I mean, rest with the universe. D'Angelo, like, man, really rest with that. That was definitely another difficult thing to hear about and know, especially the soul and the essence of that brother and what he's done and what he's put out for music. And again, all these people, geniuses in their rights when it comes to their music, and very authentic. And it hits home. It hits the soul. That's where it's supposed to. Again, soul music. I would try to do some more, but I'm not going to. With that being said, y'all, I appreciate y'all coming in again and listening to me talk no more about me and talking about me again. Those soul artists that I listened to growing up: Earth, Wind, and Fire, Ashford and Simpson, Donny Hathaway, Stevie Wonder. There's so many more, but I'm not going to do it to myself, and I'm not going to do it to y'all. With that being said, this has been another Know About Me. If you want to know more about me, stay at the end so that you can learn more about me. With that, I've been your brother A.D.V.I.S. This is Freestyle Sunday Season 9. I'm feeling well. Hopefully y'all feeling fine. We're going to keep it moving and keep it pushing, because as you continue to grind and grow, you'll be able to give. And when you give, there will be people who will be there to listen and build with you so that you guys can continue to live. Peace.
The alien was suffered